First thing we got to do is get some bacon pieces cooked. This is 5 pieces of bacon, thick cut. They're about this size. You want to start off in a cold skillet, about a medium heat. We're just going to brown this up. Hey y'all, it's Lippy. We're going to make some baked beans and macaroni salad. We have company coming tomorrow, and this is one of those dishes that you can prep today, bake tomorrow, and serve. So this will probably be a 2-part. You'll see me get everything ready. In the morning, we'll come back and we'll bake it up. So I'm cutting up 1 medium yellow sweet onion. That's all I'm going to do right now. And I'll drop the camera and show you what I got. I mean, it's summertime, y'all. Baked beans, macaroni salad, what? I mean, it don't get no better than that. We're going to have some cantaloupe. And the star of the show is barbecue chicken quarters and smoked sausage. I mean, you know, that just screams summer. Although it's not summer here, y'all. It's 105. We suffocating. But hey, crank that air down. Get about 62. Eat you some barbecue. Let the sun come through the window. I mean, you think you was just sitting at the beach with about 90-degree temp. All right, I'm going to cut this onion up. Then I'll show you what else is going in our baked beans. So, remember, do not put bacon in a hot skillet. You won't ever get no bacon fat that way. We're going to check on our bacon. Now, I am cooking this low and slow. I started on a number 4. When it started rendering the fat, the drippings, I dropped it to a 3. And that's so everything crisp up. So that's all I'm doing is just getting this browned. We're going to remove it from the bacon drippings. Now let's see what else is going in. I've got a 1/2 pound of breakfast sausage. Now this recipe I'm going to give you can be cut in half. This also freezes well, which is what we're going to be doing with the leftovers. That's why I'm making a large batch. This is a 1/2 pound of breakfast sausage. This is hot, you can use mild. This is a cup of mixed chopped bell peppers. A cup of a sweet yellow onion. To this measuring cup is 1/3 cup ketchup, 1/3 cup yellow mustard, 1/3 cup your choice of barbecue sauce, and a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. Now you can add more or you can take away depending on your sweetness, but this is a good amount for the large pot that we will be making. So that's 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. I'll be using 2 tablespoons of my pork and good. If you have a barbecue rub, then I would use your barbecue rub, but I will use about 2 tablespoons of this. And then we have some molasses. Guys, I don't measure, but I'm gonna measure for y'all, but normally I put about 4 tablespoons. It's usually equal parts of molasses, equal parts of brown sugar. And here is the pork and beans. This is 6 standard, I believe they're 15.3 ounces. There's 6 of those in here. And like I said, you could cut this in half. Don't y'all love the smell of bacon? Now I do want mine crispy. There again, this is where you have to make the decision for yourself. I don't want it burnt crispy, but I do want every piece to have a crunch to it, because it will soften once it gets in those beans. We've removed our bacon. It's just sitting over here in the corner. And I did drain some of the bacon grease. I left about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons. Because you need that bacon grease in here to cook this sausage. Because remember, we got onions and bell peppers. Alright, now that I've got it in here, I'm going to go up to a number 4. And I'm just going to mash it, get it brown, get it crumbled, and remove it. Then we'll move to the vegetables. While we wait for the sausage to brown, we can go ahead and get all the other goodies in here. Oh yeah. And guys, this is to taste, but I found that these measurements are perfect. Put some of my porking good in here. Remember, we're going to do equal parts molasses to brown sugar. So I'm going to judge about 4 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to get this all blended up. And I'm going to give it a taste, and I'll be able to tell if I need to add anything else. We're going to taste it and see. This is the best time to taste it, guys. You don't taste it after you get your bacon and your onions and all of that in. This is where the true seasoning is. That's like a lagniappe. That's what makes it like go over the top. Okay, so we're going to try it. It don't need nothing. Oh, that's good. And then flavors are going to sit tonight. Before they go in that oven. What? This is some good baked beans, guys. Okay, now we're going in with the hot breakfast sausage. And as you can see, I'm scooping up and I'm allowing the grease to drain back into the skillet. Now it's time to do our vegetables. And these onions and bell peppers are going to pick up all that good gratin at the bottom. And what that means is that's the brown bits at the bottom of your skillet. It's going to pick it all up. But you see, I'm not adding any salt to this right now. We don't want the water to come out of these vegetables because we want them to take up all the flavor in the bottom. And then we'll hit it with a little bit of salt to get them juices going. I'm at a number 4. Now we're going to put a little bit of salt. Not going to take much. We're not trying to flavor the onions. We're trying to pull the moisture out. So if I had to guess, I don't know, 1/4 of a teaspoon maybe. It don't take much. Get it a good mix. And let that salt start breaking down them peppers and onions. Now, I don't know if the camera's picking up on it, but there's a lot of moisture at the bottom of this skillet. But we want these soft. You don't want to be, well, I mean, you could stop now and add them to your beans. But I want to get mine really soft. I want them to be a back flavor and not the star of the show. In other words, I don't want to be crunching on onions and bell peppers. Because it's the beans that's the star of the show. Now we're going to get all of these vegetables in here. All right, we got to get these folded in. Everything well and combined. Now at this point, you could literally put this in baking dishes and, you know, the ones that go in the freezer, put the lid on and freeze it. And pull it out and you got baked beans. You just let it thaw and bake it at 350 degrees, 45 minutes to an hour. But since this is going to be feeding our guests tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it over in an aluminum pan, okay? And I'm going to bake mine in here. And then what's left over is what I will package up for Buddy and I'll just be heating it up. I wouldn't necessarily be baking it then because it's already baked. But at this stage is when you could put it in freezer containers. Now the key is to get it in here, guys, without me making an enormous mess. But like I said, the only reason I did a large batch is because this freezes very well. I'm going to cover this with aluminum foil, set it in the refrigerator, and bake it off tomorrow. It's time to do macaroni salad now, which that'll just sit in the fridge until we serve it tomorrow. But there you have Miss Lippy's baked beans. All right, of course, we'll sample it tomorrow if I remember. Oh, I'll have to remember because I got to end the video. Okay, I'll get everything together, put this in the icebox, and we'll start on the macaroni salad. This is 2 recipes in one, guys. I'm feeling good today, huh? This is gonna go fast, y'all. We ready for the macaroni salad. It's gonna sit in the fridge overnight. Now, I am making a very large batch. One for us to eat through the week, some for the grandkids, but we have guests coming tomorrow. So I am making a large batch. So this recipe can be cut in half. You can take it in thirds. You can take it in fourths. So I took the time and I measured what I was cutting up, okay, to make it a little bit easier. But the first thing we got to do is get the noodles going. Okay, I've already started my noodles. This is 8 cups of macaroni noodles, elbow noodles, but you measure your pasta when it's dry. So this is 8 cups. This is going to feed a lot of people, guys. So you can cut this in half, but there's 8 cups, and I'm just cooking it till it's al dente. So if the package says 10 minutes, we need to pull it about 8 minutes. Now in this bowl, I have 2 cups of mayonnaise. This is our dressing. A half a cup of white distilled vinegar. That's a half a cup. 3/4 cup sugar. 5 tablespoons of yellow mustard. 2.5 teaspoons of salt. And 1.5 teaspoons of black pepper. This is our dressing. This is optional, but this is 2 tablespoons of diced peppercini peppers. And I know I butchered that word. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Any type of sweet pickled pepper will work, but it's 2 tablespoons. 1 cup of finely diced celery. Now I did de-string. So that's a cup of diced celery. 3 tablespoons of the celery leaves. This is optional, but I like to use the leaves. 1 cup of sweet bell pepper. Green, yellow, orange, red. These are a mixture. This is 1 cup. We have a cup of grated carrots and 1.5 cups of sweet diced onion. And that is all it is to the macaroni salad. But the dressing is what makes it. Very simple, guys. All right, we're gonna get our dressing mixed again. It set about 20 minutes while I was getting the pasta ready and rinsed. Here is my pasta, y'all. I have rinsed it in cold water, allowing it to drain. You need to stop the cooking process. Okay, we're gonna get our sweet diced peppers in. Remember, that's optional. We're gonna fold in our celery, celery leaves, or celery tops, and that's optional. Bell peppers, carrots. The whole party's going in, guys. All right, let's get this good and incorporated. Look at the colors. That's what I love about this salad. It's not only just delicious, it's just very, very colorful. And I'm using my hands, guys. They're clean. But I can judge a whole lot better. Now I'll do just a little bit of that. We're gonna get it folded in. You don't want to sit here and just really crank on the spoon. You want to start folding it in. We want to hold the shape of our noodles. Even though they're al dente, if I was to start just stirring hard, I would break these noodles up. Y'all, I had to transfer it to my large Tupperware so I could really mix it, this is what I was going to put it in anyway. We will sample it, and we will sample the baked beans tomorrow. Now I got to clean the kitchen up and sit down with a cup of coffee. So, y'all have a good night. See you tomorrow. Look a here, look a here. Good morning. Told y'all I'd see you the next day. I am just gonna sample the baked beans, and I'm gonna sample the macaroni salad. Remember, we have guests coming today, so I need to make sure that everything is just perfect. So here we go. I got to do the macaroni salad. Can I cut? Well, it's Sunday, I have to confess. I've been trying to make sure it was perfect, so I've been sampling. But I didn't sample with y'all. So here goes the macaroni salad. Can y'all see that? Yeah, you can see it. All that goodie. This bite's better than the other 27 bites. Y'all gotta try this recipe. It's just old-fashioned, doesn't take a lot of ingredients. But the beans, I'll tell you what I did. I went in the oven and scooped some. So they haven't quite set up, but that's okay. I gotta go help Buddy. We're finishing the nesting boxes. Now these beans, they're gonna be hot. Can y'all see those beans? There you go. Okay. Not too hot. I need some light bread. Soak up that juice. What? I think my guest is going to be happy. All right, guys. Time I get this one finished, I got to go help Buddy. Oh, we got a garden update, too. Y'all got a lot coming this week. This recipe, nesting boxes, garden update, and a surprise video. Truly a surprise video. No hints. So, until next time, as always, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. See you on the next one.